And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. Fuchs Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Matt Waldron.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
First pitch, 707.
In the air, out towards left center. And there's one away. Let's take a look at how they filled out the lineup card for Game 4 of the World Series.
There's no overstating this one, Boog. It's a massive game, and whatever the outcome today, this team is going to feel the impact more so than normal. A win breathes new life into their season, but a loss could essentially end it.
Max Clark, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering upstairs. 1 out, base is empty. That one misses, and it's 3-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. He's out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Gunnar Henderson. And that drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Orioles held in check there. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here at Petco Park. And pitching in this game, Dean Kramer. What do we need to know here?
The last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's too high.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that one is lifted in the air. Beavers under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Let's take a look at how they filled out the lineup card for Game 4 of the World Series.
Oh, this group has a great opportunity in front of them. They've worked so hard to get to this stage, and now they're 1 win away from taking full control of this series. They're playing with a lot of confidence out there.
So up next, Jackson Merrill. And first offering is fouled off. Ouch.
Yep, that got him. First base.
So man aboard, stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece. And the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Merrill rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good job keeping that one fair down the line. He let that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate travel just long enough, stayed short and quick to square it up nicely.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And a foul ball.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
On the ground to third. And they take care of Tatis for the out. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. He's got it, and the inning is over. Padres with a run-scoring double. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is the World Series on the show. The 4th game of the World Series. Here's Pete Alonso. Alonso in his 9th season, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. That's to third. Machado throws to first in time, and quickly one away in the second. And next is the designated hitter, Angelo Cooper. Yeah, that's fouled off. Cooper with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Went back to the knuckleball, and it was worthwhile.
Oh, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They're down 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Kramer back to work. And there's a strike on the outside corner. And a foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Swing and a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
That one the other way. And foul ball. Flores launched a homer in his most recent game. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Runner at third, nobody out. Here in game 4 of the World Series.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. That one deep left field, and forget it. He circles the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Looks like he wants the signs again. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. Kramer maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it's off the wall, but foul. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Now here's Jake Bauers. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Ball one there.
1-0.
Still only one out here in the inning. Now one missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. Holiday slings to first, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
So the lineup flips over. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be Jackson Merrill. And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here comes Manny Machado, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Clark puts it away, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. And that drops in for a strike. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Merrill under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting 8, center fielder,
Dylan Beavers getting ready to hit. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Swing and a pop. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Bogaerts pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, bases empty. And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fly to center his first time. And that drops in for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. O'Neill off of first with 2 away. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
2 outs, nobody on. Max Clark, the next to hit for the Orioles. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 4-2. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And that misses. And the count is even, 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it remains 2-2. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Man at first, Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And that's a base hit. The throw in, They get the force for out number 1.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Just missed. And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. On the ground, and that's just foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Puts it in the air out towards left center. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. One left for San Diego, but they still lead this one 4-2. Start of the 4th, and now here is Gunnar Henderson. That's ripped, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
The Orioles down by a pair here in Game 4 of the World Series. Next offering is fouled back. Upstairs. And the count 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Cronenworth makes the grab. 1 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now, Angelo Cooper. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And ball 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Fought off foul. And that is out of play. Henderson stands at first with 1 out. Double play ball to second. The flip. There's one to first. Not in time. Great effort there. So digging in, Jackson Holliday. Caught looking his first time up. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. In the air to left down the line. Larnach. And that is that. Bottom of the fourth, and now Jake Cronenworth.
Second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And that's in for a strike. Chop to third. Toss to Alonso. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now batting.
Jake Bauers, the next up for the Padres. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The 1-1 is fouled off. Inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ripped to right. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. He's already homered here in this one. Lined into left center, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Oh, that's out.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Machado up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And he hits a ground ball right side. They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. Padres leave a pair as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. The 4th game of the World Series. Here's the speedy catcher, Ethan Salas. Waldrop back to work. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Swing and a foul, out of play. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. O'Neill, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Just misses, and it's 2-2.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Next to hit, Jordan Westburg. He's already homered in this game. And there's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Now it's the right fielder, Max Clark. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Outside.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. O'Neill on second. Westburg on at first with 2 down. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. In the air, center field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Grayson Rodriguez.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Clark on the move. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Now that is left fielder,
Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Right down to shoot, strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And it stays fair. O'Neill whips it back in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Strike one.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground, could be 2. The underhand flip. There's 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 man left. We're through 5. It's the Padres 4 and the Orioles 2. Today we deliver a powerful message as we join our partners Stand Up to Cancer and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our communities. For more information and how you can help, go to standuptocancer.org. Henderson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Foul ball there. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Next offering is fouled back.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Tatis settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Angelo Cooper, the next to hit for the Orioles. The Padres trying to protect a 2-run lead here in Game 4 of the World Series. In the air, left side, Larnach. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Padres 4 and the Orioles 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball one.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one finds the zone. 2-1 now.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And that's downstairs. And it's 3-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Now a lot of screaming from inside the dugout. Here comes the umpire, and he's warning both benches.
Well, that right there, Boog, woke up the entire team, and not sure you want to do that. These players didn't like what they saw, and they made sure to let everybody know about it, and I don't blame them.
So a man at first. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Bauers. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Alonso tossed to second. Back to first. Double play. 3-6-3. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And he blows that one by him at 100.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Morejon.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Ethan Salas, the next to hit for the Orioles. A switch hitter batting right. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Squeezes it. Runner tags it second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Here's the center fielder, Dylan Beavers.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jason Adam getting loose out there. Bender warming up as well. Tying run at the plate. There's a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Adrian Morejon done for the night, and he leaves a runner at third, so we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. New pitcher on now, Jason Adam.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Tyler O'Neill will hit next. He's 2 for 2. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. And they put the tag on him for the out. Orioles held in check there. Still down by a count of 4-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Number 39.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning. Now Machado up here. He was late there. Strike one. Westberg fires across the diamond and one away in the bottom of the seventh. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
One out and a runner at second late here in game 4. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Merrill at second with 2 down. And that one sliced foul. Got him swinging. That's out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Orioles 2. Back here at Petco Park. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Adam, a 6'3" righty, 230 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Popped up. Cronenworth. 1 up, 1 down. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. Hard hit left side. Tosses across the first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. So next to hit for Baltimore, Max Clark. First pitch misses. And that drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles set down in order. Back here in San Diego, here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. And there's a ball. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one almost got him. That's probably the last pitch he's going to throw. Here comes the umpire, and he's out of here.
Yeah, Boog, I think we saw it the same way he did, and you've got to send a guy packing after that.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Jorge Alcala.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. That clips the corner. Base is empty, one away here in Game 4 of the World Series. Just missed. That one in triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now at the plate, Jake Cronenworth. Pitches in there. 0-1. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that is the third out of the inning. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Robert Suarez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. First offering, and it just misses. Suarez, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one fouled off. The 3-1. And strike 2. And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Alonso stands in now and watches strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
One down, base is empty. That one not close. Ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
He's got to be frustrated with that call.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Orioles down to their final out. And into the box for Baltimore, Angelo Cooper. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's in there. 2 down, nobody on. Late here in Game 4. Comes up empty.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Suarez is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.